Ya. Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself first before this presentation. My name is Muhammad Argari Perdana. You can call me Aga. And today I am presentation about the country that I picked for this presentation, that is South Korea. But before that, I want to ask you guys, who knows something about South Korea?
No.
Korea.
K-pop.
Nah ya, K-pop. And what else other than K-pop? There is many.
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah,
That's not Korea, bro.
That's not Korea. Okay, like example said, Korea is often popular in K-pop and gaming too, and K-drama and many more. But later we'll explore. So yeah, okay. So about Korea. So, South Korea, officially called Republic of Korea, is located in the East Asia or the southern part of the Korea Peninsula. And then the capital city is Seoul, which is the most amazing city because the city looks many buildings and many lightnings. And then also it's just bordered with North Korea and it's surrounded by the Yellow Sea and the Sea of Japan. And the capital city is Seoul, which I already said. And then for the area is around 100 kilometer 2 times. And then for the population is really many other than Indonesia. There is 52 million people. And then the language is Hangul. So let me explain a bit about Hangul. So what is Hangul? So basically the last history of Hangul is Chinese. Have language that is so hard to learn. So I don't know the king name. There is a king. I don't know the name. So the king see this problem, which is really big, and then the king make this language called Hangul, which is Chinese but easier version. And then Korea have many more like North Korea, South Korea, and others. And then for the currency is South Korean won, or you can say KRW. Yeah. And then for the culture and tradition, so basically Korea also has a rich cultural in Asian times, but also have a connection with modern lifestyle. But Korean doesn't want their city is fully modern, so they mix with some Asian culture and also some modern lifestyle. But before that, there is some culture thing in Korea, such as hanbok. So what is hanbok? Hanbok means is wear that you usually see in Korea, like the tall hat, and then the Japanese looking style for the shirt is called hanbok for the traditional shirt. And then for the tradition and then for the culture, there is name taekwondo, well, which you already know. So taekwondo comes from Korea, which is like some style of fighting, which focus on fit, especially when making something. And also there is 2 others festival that I remember. First is Chuseok. So what is Chuseok? Chuseok is the Harvest City Festival, where people often go to some place for the festival is to pray for the great cultural. And then one festival is I think Lunar Festival, but Korean version. And also the most impressive thing about Korea is their education and lifestyle. Education is extremely important in Korea, and students sometimes often to study hard and sleep late because in Korea education is really important. Basically, education discipline is really important for the core value of Korean citizens. And also, I will say 3 of the best university in Korea which you can later attend, inshallah. So the first is University of Seoul, which is in behind this is the University of Seoul. And then the second there is the name is KAIST or KAEST. I don't know what's the meaning of that. And then the last one is the Yonsei University, which is really good because it's the Asian national best university ever ranked. Then for the university, it's kind of hard because it's similar for the learning concept. It's like Chinese, where you guys already know that Chinese is their education is really strict. Like they're in the trade, they learn, in home they learn, everywhere they go they learn. Well, it's also similar like Korea, but Korea is more not really that intense. But the thing is, the conclusion of about this education that education is really important in Korea, and then students also need some discipline and also work hard for their education and their future. And then for the interesting thing is traditional food. So there is some of the traditional food that I know in Korea, which is really delicious. So first, the top one main food is name is kimchi. So kimchi is spicy fermented vegetable eaten every day. Yes, every day, because I see Koreans often use kimchi for anywhere, because kimchi for breakfast, for afternoon, or for lunch, and for dinner. They always use kimchi. But to be honest, kimchi tastes not that. Kimchi tastes good, but depends on your taste of food. And the second is bibimbap. Bibimbap is a rice bowl mixed with fish or an egg, and also some chicken paste and rice. So it's like a big food you can eat. The interesting thing is it's like a rice bowl, but Korean style version of rice bowl. And then the third is bulgogi. It's a grilled marinated beef. So bulgogi is similar like sliced beef. As you can see, like if you ever go to all you can eat, there is like you can see there is kimchi and then bibimbap and then sometimes bulgogi. But the thing is bulgogi is just a sliced beef with some marinated sauce, maybe barbecue sauce or maybe some spicy pepper sauce. And the last traditional food is tetel tteokbokki, or I would say tteokbokki. So tteokbokki is what? Spicy rice cakes. Yes, a favorite street food. So tteokbokki is just a simple food used with spice cake and also come with spicy soup where you can eat. So basically this is the traditional food that are available in Korea. The for this just 5. Okay. And then for the technology and innovation. So there is some fun facts about Korea. So Korea is some of the countries that have the fastest average internet speed in the world. We are around 5, if I remember, around 500 Mbps, more Mbps more per second. And yes, South Korea is the one of the most technology advanced country in the world. So Korea has made many digital brands like Samsung, Hyundai, Kia, and SK Hynix. I don't know what that is. And then also for the innovation leader in robotics, digital payment, and smart city project. So Korean technology is very advanced. It's similar like Chinese also. Like you can see in Chinese there's robots, there's flying cars and flying other things. But Korea is more simplified, not really focusing on that kind of thing, but focus on innovation and ideas, and also some technologies, advanced technologies such as increasing their Wi-Fi speed. Because as you know, Korea is really focused on K-pop, K-drama, and also gaming. That's why these three things, without Wi-Fi, they cannot really be active there. So that's why Korea also focus on the fast internet. And also Korea, some of the students in Korea have won many robot competition, or maybe competition that have the connection with IT. So that's why I would say Korea is some of the country that have the best technology innovation and also yes Wi-Fi. Okay. And then for the best part is tourism and landmarks. So South Korea offers a mix of modern attraction and natural beauty, like such as I will explain in this video. So I will explain 4 places that you should visit in Korea. The first is Seoul, the second is Busan, the second is Jeju, yeah, Jeju Island, I don't know the name, and the third is later lah we will explain. Yes, tourists love the combination of history, culture, fashion, food, and modern lifestyle. Okay, so for the first city is Seoul. So Seoul is a city in near Gyeongbok Palace and near Namsan Tower and the shopping district Myeongdong. So Seoul, I will say the capital city of Korea, is the biggest city that I ever seen in Korea because like you see in this image, there's many city and many structure and this big mountain right here and there's the tower. I think that's the Namsan Tower. So basically Seoul is a city where there's many things such as market, shopping, or maybe like many buildings that offer you job and also beautiful scenery like for the clouds will become purple, and for the scenery and the landscape is also beautiful to itself. That's for the Seoul. And the second is Busan. So not Busan, not Busan station, but Busan. So basically, this Busan is a beach in Korea, and home to the Busan and also International Film Festival. So basically, Busan Beach often used for festival in film, like many K dramas or maybe many videos recorded in Busan, like such as I don't know the name of the film, but there are much more film that recorded in this Busan. And also, see, Busan doesn't really only have beach, but they also have like cultural building, ancient building, like as you can see here, the Red House. That is an Asian building. So this is maybe the top tourist visit that ever seen in Busan. And also Busan have a really beautiful ocean because there's many stone structure that near the ocean. And then for the best I think is Jeju Island. So this Jeju Island is a really beautiful place and is known for the Hawaii of Korea, with waterfalls, volcano, and scenic views. So basically, Jeju Island is for tourists, but more higher like for landscape, for the scenery. Like it's like a dream island, like full of grass, full of flowers, and yes, it is exactly why it is called Hawaii of Korea, with waterfalls, volcano, and scenic views. But for me, the difference between Busan and Jeju Island is that Jeju is an island and Busan is a beach. And Busan has mixed some of the cultural tradition, building like the home and also the hanbok traditional clothes. But for the Jeju Island, it's like a dream island. It's an island that's surrounded by ocean and beautiful scenery and sand. Also some of the flowers that you can get. And then for the last is Yeongjo. Yeongjo, or we call the museum without walls, full of historical relics and temples. So this is not place like Busan or Seoul. Seoul is a city, Busan is a place, and also Jeju Island is an island, but it's different. So basically, Gyeongju is a museum that have many ancient relics and like the place that have the most ancient relics and also ancient stuff that Korea store in the museum. Well, this is interesting because some of the relics and ancient things that you don't know in here, there are ancient relics that you can explore, like that relics that haven't explained in the internet or you've never seen, like maybe traditional clothing from the old age, or maybe some weapons of the ancient things that from the last time when there's the king in Korea. Well, to me this is interesting because it is the best place for tourists that love to learn about historical things about Korea. The difference between Busan and Gyeongju is that Busan same also have the Asian mix of buildings. That's also good for tourists, but uh, but that is for focus on the scenery and landscape. But if Gyeongju is like full of ancient that you can learn in there, and maybe for me it's the best museum that ever have in Korea. So in the conclusion, yes, South Korea is a nation where old and new live together in harmony. It combines Asian tradition, cutting edge combines with edge technology, beautiful nature, and global pop culture, making it one of the most fascinating countries in the world. South Korea possesses proof that with creativity, discipline, and innovation, a small country can make a big impact on the world. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Sorry if I have mistake of explaining or maybe have mistake on to presentation this Korea country. Well, last thing I say, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.